Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Podcast. This is your roundup of companies making news on Wall Street and beyond, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's take a look at some stocks on the move today. We are joined by Bloomberg's Kriti Gupta on a morning with tech stocks leading the gains this morning. Take us under the hood, Kriti. What's got your eye?
Yeah, good morning, Nathan. A lot of the underperformers of the last couple of weeks, kind of this rotation that we were talking about out of the tech space, are having a pretty decent pre-market trade this morning. I'll start off with Tesla. TSLA higher by about 4% this morning and kind of leading a lot of the big tech names that we traditionally look at. So let me just kind of give you a laundry list of the positivity here, Nathan. Meta Platforms, for example, META getting a boost this morning, higher by 2.4%. Advanced Micro Devices as well. So a lot of the chip makers are higher this morning as well, higher by about 2.4%, as well as some of the old guard tech. So I'm talking about Oracle, talking about Dell, even HP. They're all higher to the tune of about 2% for all of those stocks. DELL, ORCL are two of the heaviest movers in terms of volume this morning. And I'm going to throw in a little cybersecurity in there as well. Palo Alto Networks, PANW, also higher by about 1.8%. Nathan, if you haven't gotten the hint yet, if you are tech related this morning, you are having a good day. And I think that's really significant because over in the Asia session, we also got a report that Ant Group, which is a subsidiary of Alibaba and, of course, Jack Ma's empire, did develop some sort of AI product that was able to show some similar results to that of DeepSeek. And they were able to do some more AI capabilities with less costs involved or less cost per kind of productivity involved. That actually gave a pretty big boost to Chinese tech stocks. You saw a little bit of that momentum into Europe as well. SAP, the big German software company here in Europe, has officially become the biggest in terms of market cap, overtaking Novo Nordisk. So that is a pretty good kind of double tailwind for a lot of the tech stocks over in the States. And as I said, you are already seeing an element of that in some of the pre-market trade. It's not the only one, though. There's still plenty of others worth keeping in mind. So several on the downside, though. So we talked about the tech positivity and the mega caps. Let's talk about it in some of the smaller companies as well. Supermicro is catching our eyes this morning. SMCI is your ticker. Shares down about 3% this morning. Should mention it's not, of course, in the S&P 500, but still a stock that a lot of folks trade, especially in the retail space. Goldman Sachs cutting the recommendation on the chip maker to a sell from a neutral. The analyst over there saying that the downgrade is reflecting AI server competition and margin pressures. We're looking at a price target set to about $32 a share. The last close was at $42.15 a share. So SMCI is your ticker for that stock. Let's talk about a couple of other analyst recommendations that are moving the market this morning, this time in the packaged food space, which is a little bit of a transition here. Let's talk about General Mills. Okay. They are getting a underweight initiation over at Morgan Stanley. The analyst has just begun coverage of the U.S. packaged food sector so that there are better options than General Mills. So you are seeing GIS is your ticker down just shy of about 1%. So you can see some kind of drops in weight on that stock. And I'll wrap it up, Nathan, with Lockheed Martin, which is your biggest pre-market drop this morning in the S&P 500. LMT is your ticker, and the shares are down just shy of, we'll call it 1.5%, but it is moving just down about 2%. It's also gotten a downgrade, it looks like, from a couple of places, actually, talking about competitive losses and that Europe may actually be a better beneficiary. I'm seeing a downgrade at Bank of America and Melius Research, among a couple of others as well.
The Stock Movers Podcast from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.